I'm going to be building my own portable cooking station I could take anywhere with me, use it in any weather conditions, have it weigh less than 30 pounds, except there will be one condition. I can't use any type of fuel or fire to cook my food. This needs to be able to work even in high winds, for multiple days, and in the most barren landscapes. Technically, if I do this right, this could even work in outer space. So how can I prepare for this type of journey? Let me introduce to you Renogy's self-heating battery technology. In this video, Renogy will be providing me with one of the most essential pieces to my mobile cooking station, the battery. This is one of the most advanced types of batteries you can get and one of the safest types of batteries you can get. This is lithium iron phosphate. This is a new generation. This is going to work perfect. This battery is actually pretty amazing. It has self-heating function and Bluetooth. I'm going to be testing it out before I go out on any sort of adventure to make sure I don't get myself in any sort of trouble. It gets real cold where I live, so I really want to test out the low temp safety features and self-heating mode more than anything. I've attempted this challenge in the past, set everything up to show off my build, and then realized the battery I had wouldn't work in the cold. Tried to let it warm up itself, but it took a whole day even in a warm room. This new 12V 100Ah ProSmart battery from Renogy has a solution to that. Next time, even if the battery gets too cold to work, I should be able to hook it to solar panels or a charger, warm it up within an hour. So I put the Renogy battery in the freezer for a day or two just to be sure this battery actually can handle the type of cold that we're dealing with here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is hook up a 20 amp charger, go ahead and connect the battery and see what the app says. When I took the battery out of the freezer, it was cold, instantly starting to condensate, and the temperature on the app was about 12 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 11 degrees Celsius. The app showed multiple warnings that the battery is too cold to operate safely or charge safely. The battery would not charge or discharge at all at this time. Safety mechanisms were working correctly. Except you'll notice it also shows the heating module is already turned on and starting to heat my battery up. After about 20 minutes or so, the battery temp reached 26 degrees Fahrenheit, heating up pretty quickly. I started seeing a current going into the battery. At this point, I could safely use my battery and safely charge my battery. The battery can actually discharge safely at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So maybe about a half hour would have got me cooking. Usually the battery creates some heat, so while it's being used, cold isn't as much of an issue. I left the heating module on for another 15 minutes where it reached about 50 degrees where the battery heater would automatically shut off and turn back on if the battery got cold again. Okay, so it passed the test. The battery is super rugged and passed all kinds of other tests for being waterproof, dustproof, self-extinguishing, fire resistant, seawater and corrosion resistant coating, has EV grade BMS with 5 temperature sensors monitoring battery temperature. Even if the BMS fails, there's a secondary protection built right in. Plus, if I want to monitor things myself, the app shows me voltage, temperature, current, all kinds of this information. Plus, it has rewards programs that are pretty cool. You can link up with other DIY people on there. You can use the link in the description to get a deal on this battery and help to support my channel at the same time, which I do appreciate. The battery is on sale right now, so take advantage while it lasts. This is ideal if you're looking for a very adaptable battery that covers most situations. So I got my battery. To make my portable cooking station complete, I need 2 more things. The inverter to make the power in the battery usable, and a normal electric cooking stove to hook to my inverter. I like that these 3 items can easily be placed in a travel bag or box, but are still modular enough to be adaptable to any surface I'm cooking on. You could extend these cables easily as well, making this instantly installable in an off-grid setup or temporary camp. I'm going to put together a nice little meal and see how the cooktop works with the battery and inverter. For this meal, all you need is a cast iron pan, cover, spoon, a knife, some potatoes, onions, a few eggs, and any spices you want to add. These are simple ingredients you can get in most any region. I'll be able to monitor the battery life and usage through the app as I cook to get an idea if this is going to be able to actually pass the challenge, be able to last more than a day or 2. I started with getting some potatoes peeled, chopped up. The pan is preheating behind me. You can hear the inverter fan going. I get the onions going and chopped up too. Basically, I'm just cutting everything in pieces that will cook more easily so I don't have to run the stove too long. Life gets busy, but stopping to cook kind of grounds me and has a calming effect. It helps me to be more productive when I do get back to work. I use a little bit of salted butter and throw everything in and mix it up a bit. I occasionally stir the food and sip on my coffee, add spices while enjoying the good smells coming from my cooking station. Gotta say, feeling pretty good about this. After everything is pretty much done, I make a little area in the middle to crack in a few eggs and finish this meal off. All the while, the Renogy DC Home app keeping me informed of my battery life. The food was done and smelled amazing. Now it's time to check how much did this power station use. After messing around with the battery and testing it out, I started cooking with about 84 amp hours total on the battery. Used about 12 amp hours while I was cooking, and that's about a tenth of the battery storage. So I would estimate this would last 2 to 3 days for sure. 1 to 5 days depending on how you're cooking with it. Last time I tried to do this, it didn't work out so well, but I'm gonna call this one a win. I'm very thankful to Renogy for sending me this ProSmart self-heating battery. Didn't leave me in the cold without a way to get the battery going again. And I was very happy to find out making this DIY portable cooking station was pretty easy to do. Basically required only one tool, a wrench to tighten the battery terminals. It was that easy. I hope this video helped you out, gave you the confidence to tackle some of your own DIY projects yourself. Hope you enjoy watching. Subscribe to my channel for free by clicking the subscribe button. Most importantly, click the bell icon so when I post new videos, you can be one of the first people to hear about it.